Did you know that football has been a part of the Olympic Games for over a century now? It first appeared at the Paris Games in 1900 and it's been a part of the Games ever since. It has since become the perfect platform for many young players to showcase their talents, some of whom go on to become world stars. Since teams are allowed to field under 23 players, football at the Olympics is largely a youth competition, but teams are allowed to include only 3 players above 23 in the squad, a rule that's been in place since the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. Countless top players have played in the Olympics in the early part of their careers, among them Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's right, Ronaldo and Messi competing not for club glory but for national pride in 2 different Olympic editions. And one won the Olympic gold while the other fell just short of glory. We'll get to that in a bit, but first let's see if you can guess who between the 2 tasted glory. Away from the 2 stars, these are the top players who have won the Olympic gold medal. First on the list, Nwankwo Kanu. In 1996 at the Atlanta Olympics, a lanky boy shook the world as Nigeria won their first and only Olympic gold medal. His name was Nwankwo Kanu. At just 19, Kanu was the leader of a young Nigerian side that was full of exciting stars, some of whom went on to become household names. Kanu scored the lone goal as Nigeria won their first group game against Hungary before they saw off Japan 2-0 in their second match. They however lost narrowly against Brazil in their last group match, but reached the knockout rounds where they beat Mexico 2-0. Awaiting them in the semi-final was Brazil once more, and this time it promised to be an exciting clash. The Selecao raced into an early 3-1 lead, but the resolute Nigerians fought back into the game. Victor Ikpeba made it 3-2 before Kanu worked his magic once again to make it 3-3 on the stroke of full time. He was there in extra time to once again put the game beyond Brazil, with the winner from outside the box with a low ball past Dida. They became the first African side to reach the finals of the Olympics and clinched gold when they beat Argentina 3-2 in one of the most entertaining matches in the game's history. Jay-Jay Okocha, playing in that Nigerian dream team as they were nicknamed, was none other than Jay-Jay Okocha, a true footballing icon who was known for his flair. He was so good that they named him twice. Okocha won the Nigerian Footballer of the Year award a total of 7 times between 1995 and 2005, and wowed not only Nigeria, but fans across the world with his impressive skill set. He even had his own trick, the Okocha flick, named after him. He gained legendary status across the globe and will go down as one of the best players ever out of Africa. Neymar, the Brazilian superstar, whom at this point was considered among the top 3 players in the world behind Messi and Ronaldo, has featured twice at the competition. His first was during the 2014 edition in London as a 22-year-old when Brazil lost the finals 2-1 to Mexico in front of 86,000 fans at Wembley Stadium. Despite Brazil failing to secure gold once again, Neymar shone brightest, scoring 3 goals including a penalty in the 3-2 quarter-final defeat of Honduras. He was again selected for the 2016 edition, which was held at his own backyard in Rio de Janeiro. He was in sublime form, scoring 4 goals in the tournament to guide the South American footballing giants to its first Olympic gold in men's football. Notably, Neymar scored a brace against Honduras in the semi-finals and followed it by another goal in the final against Germany. He then scored the winning penalty in the shootout to send a nation wild. Against Honduras in the semis, Neymar also scored the fastest goal in the history of the games, after just 14 seconds. Well, he's always been special. Pep Guardiola. In one magical summer in 1992, Pep Guardiola played a crucial role in guiding Barcelona to the first ever European Cup before captaining an exciting Spain team to a very memorable Olympic gold in front of 95,000 fans at Camp Nou for the very first time. Spain, who were under coach Vicente Miera at the time, had a scintillating start to the tournament, winning all their group stage matches, with Guardiola scoring the first goal of the tournament, a 10th-minute strike against Colombia. He went on to play a crucial role in midfield as Spain went all the way. The final match was staged at the iconic Camp Nou Barcelona, which was a familiar stomping ground for Guardiola, and they beat Poland 3-2 courtesy of a late Kiko goal. Guardiola was crowned Spain's best player in the competition. Luis Enrique. Playing alongside Guardiola in midfield was Luis Enrique, the current PSG manager. Enrique was 22 at the time and together with Guardiola represented the future of Spanish football. He had just finished his first season as a Real Madrid player before heading to the games and was regarded highly. Needless to say, he was one of the most versatile players of his generation, capable of operating midfield or up front with superb technique and technical ability. At the games, just like Guardiola, he played in all 6 matches and even scored 1 goal in the win over Colombia in their opening match. 4 years after leading Spain to the Olympic gold, Enrique completed a controversial transfer to Barcelona and went on to become a legend of the Catalan club, sharing the dressing room with Guardiola between 1996 and 2001. Samuel Eto'o, arguably the greatest African striker of all time, Eto'o enjoyed immeasurable success at club level and with the national team in a career spanning 2 decades. But for the many great moments Eto'o enjoyed with the indomitable Lions, as Cameroon's national team is known, the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney will forever remain the team's finest hours on the world stage. The unfancied Central African nation saw off Brazil and Spain en route to clinching the gold medal, and Eto'o was the star of the games in a team that had players who would later become household names, including the likes of Rigobert Song, Carlos Kameni, Lauren, Dlamini Diop, and Patrick Mboma. Against Spain in the finals, played in front of 104,000 supporters at the Olympic Stadium in Sydney, Cameroon came back from 2 goals down to level at 2-2 before clinching the gold medal on penalties. Eto'o went on to become a world-class striker, winning 3 Champions League titles, 3 La Liga titles, 2 AFCON titles, and 4 African Player of the Year awards. Eto'o remains arguably the most influential African athlete to have ever laced up a pair of football boots. Lionel Messi. Of his numerous accolades and awards, Lionel Messi's most cherished prize, as per his own admission, is the Olympic gold medal won at the Beijing 2008 Games, even though this might have changed after winning the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. The Argentine star won the La Liga title 10 times, is also a 4-time UEFA Champions League winner, a 6-time Ballon d'Or winner, as well as a FIFA U20 World Cup winner. But that moment at the Beijing remains one of the most treasured in the forward success moments. Wearing shirt number 25, a young Messi showed the world of his skills, scoring 1 and assisting another in Argentina's opening match against Ivory Coast. An assist in his second match saw Argentina into the quarters, where they faced Netherlands. It's here that Messi produced one of the finest goals of the tournament in the 14th minute, racing past a couple of Dutch defenders, left the opposition keeper bamboozled with a wonderful touch before finding the net from a tight angle. He was crucial once again in the semi-finals against Brazil, which was led by Ronaldinho, his idol, with the likes of Thiago Silva, Marcelo and Alexandre Pato in the team. They won 3-0 with Sergio Aguero netting a brace. Nigeria waited for them in the finals. On paper it was an easy fixture, but it turned out to be a tight match, with Argentina winning with the finest of margins thanks to an Angel Di Maria strike just after the hour mark. And guess who was there to provide the magic with a wonderful assist? You guessed it right, Lionel Messi. Sergio Aguero. Still with the Argentine team, Aguero and Di Maria formed part of this strong La Albiceleste side that would go on to conquer not only South America, but the world. Aguero played a key role in their run to the finals, notably scoring a brace against Brazil in the semi-finals, a match Argentina won comfortably. Di Maria, just like Aguero, scored 2 goals, with one of them perhaps the most important, the winning goal in the final match against Nigeria. He also scored against the Netherlands in the knockout stages as well. The two turned out to be world-class stars and went on to enjoy immeasurable success at club and international levels, with Di Maria forming part of the team that won the 2022 World Cup. Juan Roman Riquelme. An all-time great in Argentina football, the iconic Riquelme, at the age of 30, captained Argentina at the Beijing Olympics, leading the likes of Messi, Aguero and Di Maria to victory, successfully defending the gold medal, which they had won 4 years earlier in Athens. Under Riquelme's leadership, Argentina won all 3 matches in the group stages against Australia, the Ivory Coast and Serbia, before seeing off Netherlands and Brazil in the knockout stages. Riquelme scored against Brazil in the 3-0 win, adding to Aguero's brace. Overall, Argentina conceded just twice in 6 matches, and were by far the better team of the tournament. Riquelme retired from football in 2015 after playing for Boca Juniors. Well, for those wondering, Ronaldo played in the 2004 Athens Olympics. A then 19-year-old Ronaldo was part of the Portugal team, but it proved to be a disastrous outing for the superstar, as Portugal was sent packing after finishing last in their group. behind teams like Morocco, Iraq, and Costa Rica. Ronaldo's only goal at the tournament came in a 2-1 win over Morocco, which was also the only match Portugal won. Do we need to add more? We'd rather not. Which are the players that we missed that should have been on the list? Let us know in the comments below.